Hey there, everybody. My honey bears, as I like to call you. So, I've been asked to do an updated thing to do with my past. To do like my mental health, like everything like that. As everyone knows, I am an advocate for mental health because I've had a pretty horrendous past, and I've been asked by more people. Was I put a video out when I first started VTubing, like a year ago now, just over a year ago, about stuff. So I've been asked to go through things, say what I'm comfortable saying. So this is a warning for anybody that's watching this video. You might get some nasty details, guys. So please, if that's the case, do not watch and turn off now because it might be triggering for some people. But without further ado, hi, I'm SweetBear, and I am a streamer from the UK who has decided to stream because I can't do anything else. I can't do anything else except for stream stuff on Twitch. I can't go out to work because of health. And mentally, I'm like, I can't do it. It's I've got a lot of CPTSD. I think that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? To do with my childhood. And like health-wise, I can't like walk for more than 20 minutes. So I can't be around too many people because of health. But yeah, I stay in all the time. I've pretty much got to stay in my house. So I became a VTuber to meet people, to be honest, because I grew up not having friends. And it was pretty lonely. I'm not gonna lie, it gets lonely. You know, you wanna be able to talk to people and just have a laugh. I can't go out and speak to real people in real life. So this was my way that I wanted to start doing it, and it was a way for me. So at least I can try and do something to achieve one kind of goal in life, and not just. I don't want to be a victim. I want to be a survivor. And you know, you're always on that kind of scale, aren't you, where you're a victim or a survivor. And on this, I want to be a survivor. So the reason being is that I grew up in a not very family-orientated family. So my family was not very nice. They weren't very kind. I've gone through a lot of therapy. I'm going through a lot of therapy regarding this, and I do this often. I'm on a lot of tablets to help me, and I'm on a lot of different things that I do to just help myself. But I'm the youngest of 4 kids, so I have older siblings, and then obviously my mum and dad. I don't have a relationship with any of these people anymore, because they are not nice, guys. They're not nice, basically. And it was quite hard. My brother, he's the next one after me, was a horrible person. Really horrible. He used to absolutely torment so much torment. Things you can't even imagine, guys. And you know, this is all through living under the same house as him. And then I was also sexually abused between the ages of 5 and 11, so pretty much the whole of my primary school life. By someone, and that was it wasn't quite daily basis, but it happened weekly for all that time. Pretty much weekly for all that time. Now, some weeks it would have been daily, some weeks it wasn't. And you just felt alone. So, a 5-year-old having to kind of not do anything and just be completely shut off from everyone and no one there for them. That's what happened, to be honest. So, the person that sexually abused me for 10 years has now passed away. I don't have to worry about them. But, we're talking, like, I felt like I was going to be suffocated while doing it. The amount of bruises and stuff I got. The bleeding because I was so young. And I just scared for my life. It was horrible. I won't go into details about that because you don't need to hear the details about that. It's not nice, and you don't need to hear that. I don't want to trigger people with that. Then we got my brother. So, druggy now. Or was, as far as I'm aware, don't know. But as long as I can remember, so I couldn't tell you the exact age it started there. He used to absolutely kick the crap out of me. Mentally torture me, physically torture me. I'm on about. There was one time, he tied me right up, butt naked, and carved his name with a knife into my back. Put soap into my cuts. Absolutely whipped the shit out of me, wherever he could find. That's one of the more mild incidents that we had. He used to lock me in things. I'm petrified of spiders. Frogs. They chuckle them on me. No way for me to get out. Tries to basically sell me to pay off his drug debt. Turn around and try and make me have sex with his drug dealers as his payment. Luckily I managed to get away from that. He's just a nasty person. I don't know where he is now. I have no clue. But, yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that happened there. Oh, literally, he used to... I don't know if people remember when they were younger. I don't know if they do it now. But you had the whole deodorant can where you had the deodorant and then have a lighter and they'd pretend that it's a flamethrower because, you spray the deodorant, it makes the flames go out. Well, he used to do that to me, like set my arms on fire, set my legs on fire, because he thought it was funny. Used me as a dartboard. That was one that he used to like doing, chucking a dart into me. He actually chucked me out of our bedroom window. Out of it. My parents, I don't know if they knew. I tried telling my mum once. And just shrugged off because he was the favourite child. This went on for such a long time, by the way. Such a long time. I was scared for my life every day growing up. I had no friends at all. I was by myself. Didn't have parents I could go to. The other 2 siblings, they weren't there. My dad was an angry man, a very angry, violent man, so, you had your stuff there where you had to be careful, you couldn't really move, otherwise, the belt would come out or anything like that. And, yeah, I just don't know how I survived it, to be honest, guys. Don't know how I survived it. Then I'll say I managed to move out. I got married thought, this is amazing, I'm gonna have a new start. It wasn't to be, I guess they turn around and say, don't they, is that you end up marrying someone that is like your dad. And without realizing that's exactly what I did, so they were violent. Amongst all this time away, like in school, by myself, I used to get bullied all the time. As you do, it's school stuff, isn't it? So I used to get bullied. I used to skip school, just to get a few hours of peace to myself, from away from everybody. Couldn't do that now, could you? Because, you get told off and parents get fined and everything like that goes, So, and then, yeah, managed to eventually find the power to get out of that. And now, yeah, after that, health's just gone to absolute pop. Did not know. I've got some immune issues. I'm autistic, I didn't realise. ADHD, didn't realise. Found out about fibro. Lots and lots of other things going on, which makes my health not great. But, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened to me. Yeah, I might not be able to go out now and do things that normal people do, but at least I'm alive. I've got scars on my body. I've got a lot of scars on my body. But does it change who I am? No. Should you let people keep you down? No. That's what I say. And so, for me, I started to be a VTuber to spread positivity, to kind of be a beacon, I think, of hope for people that, you can go through some horrendous things and you did not have to give up, okay? You do not have to give up on life. You try and carve a new path. I've been told, how do I do it? How do I stay, present? And I'm always like, it's hard. I'm honest, 6.5 years, I had a complete mental breakdown because I kept everything to myself for so long. And I broke down, I tried to take my own life. But at the last moment, obviously something inside me was like, you don't want to do this, so I didn't put myself in the right place, and, I went and got help, and I opened up. And I've been doing that now for, 6.5 years, been going through and, counselling, there's a lot of counselling, a lot of self-care and a lot of self-rebuilding. I've only gone through very minimal kind of stuff that happened because I don't want to forget anybody with this, because I know this will be on social, because that's what I've been asked to do by my community, the honey bears, by some people. So it's just about, yeah, things can be really, really hard in life, really hard. Life is really hard. And you will get knocked down so much. But don't let that deter you. Don't let them win. Use your experience to build yourself back up, to help others, and that's where I am. I am what they would call, is it like a manic depressant? I think that's the correct word, isn't it? Because of everything that happened, and my trust of people is very, very hard. I don't trust many people because of the people that I have had in my life that were meant to be my family or love me. They didn't, and they caused me so much mental and physical and emotional pain. But I think it's also good to be open about stuff because, being open is part of healing. And if one person from this or what I do, VTubing, and it's a safe space for every single person, anyone is welcome there because people need to have a place to get away to. They need a home away from home or a home away from the horror. And that's what I want to do. And if I can inspire someone to speak up, go get help, go to the police, speak to the friend next door who maybe has been worried about things, or, they can reach out to family that, they can trust to get help because they're in an abusive marriage, they're in an abusive family where, they are being abused by someone in there. And I can help them to reach out and find power, then I'm doing something right and it helps other people not have to suffer what I suffered. So, I class myself as a mental health advocate because I think there's still, even though, 2026, it's a lot better than it was, there's still a massive stigma on the whole mental health. And, people say, oh, you'll be okay, or oh, you're trauma dumping. It's not always that. It's sometimes if they just need to be able to speak to someone to survive and make it to the next day, And knowing that they're not alone in the world, can make the difference them living or surviving. So that's what I want to do. I want to make friends. It's my online community that I have. The me's my family. They are my family. There are people that accept me for my scars, my insecurities, and accept that bad things have happened, but it doesn't define me as a person. And I love them. I love them so much because I've actually got some people to talk to now. It's not always just me talking to the dogs, My dogs have been my best friends for a long time because, I could sit and talk to them and they don't judge. So they have been definitely something that helped me. So if you are struggling, reach out. Reach out. I'm on Twitter. I'm SweetBear VT. Or my email address is sweetbeargaming@co.uk. Reach out if you need someone to talk to, you got no one to talk to. I'm more than happy to listen. I think a lot of people that have been in positions similar to me will probably be able to say that they are fantastic listeners because they tried to be hidden for so many years. And that's one thing I can definitely attest to. I would try to be hidden for so many years. But please reach out. Reach out to someone you can trust. Reach out to any single person who you can trust. Make sure you can trust them. But don't hold it in because it will tear you up, guys. It will tear you up from the inside. And you don't need that. So work together and bring people up together and help each other. And show the world there's still good in it because with everything that's happening, I don't know, it just seems like such a hard place right now, doesn't it? And don't give up. You have a dream. Go for that dream. If you have to write that dream down, you have to tear it yourself in your head, and you have to make little goals towards the big goal. Do it. I have a massive dream that I want to build a friendship with He's called my Kanyeshi. Not gonna say that name. People that know me know who that is. Which is obviously your favorite person that inspires you in like your VTubing world, or in your content creation. This person inspires me, and never having had friendships like that is the kind of friendship that I want to be, so I can just show that you can do stuff and still achieve, even though the life's been a bit of a wreck. So, thank you for listening to my ramble. As I said, I was asked to make this. But believe in yourselves. Times are hard, guys. Times are hard. But, together we can really help each other. Really, really help each other. And I'm a massive believer that together we are stronger. And that is something that I think really rings true. So, I'm here to help anybody I can. I want to help anybody I can, and I will achieve my goals given the opportunity. You can do it too. Never give up, and always stay true to who you are. Don't change for other people. Be yourself, and just love and be genuine, and don't be narcissistic. Don't be parasocial. Don't be someone that is spreading the wrong energy you need. You need good energy around you and your positive energy. So find your people, the right people, and help each other. That's what I can really say, I guess, on it. If people like these updates now and then, I'm happy to do them. Just, I suppose, leave comments and I'll see what happens. But much love to you all. Happy Sunday. I think it's Sunday. And yeah, take care. And like I said, please reach out. Please reach out. On my socials, Twitter, I very often share domestic abuse numbers and mental health numbers, which I do every 3 months, which I will continue doing. So please, if you need a number somewhere, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, I will find out who you can contact. I will Google that, I will search that, and I will get that information to you. But please take care, please look after yourself, and look after others, and work together. Much love to you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully I see you at my streams. Who knows? On Twitch. But much love.